Question 6. X and y are two positive integers greater than 6. The highest common factor of x and y is 6. The lowest common multiple of x and y is 60. Find the value of x and y. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through a sort of trial and error method, which was the method I originally used to solve this. And I'm also going to talk you through a more elegant sort of prime factors method. So, firstly, if they has a factor of 6, and that's the highest common factor, then this number must be a multiple of 6. So, I mean, also it's got to be greater than 6, so I won't bother writing 6. I'll start with 12. Right? So 12, 18, 24, 30, and I can keep going. But I'm not going to bother keep going because the lowest common multiple of x and y is 60. So anything greater than 30 but less than 60, certainly will not, you won't be able to times it by anything and get a result of 60. So here's some of my sort of candidate things which have a factor of 6. So they're all multiples of 6. 6 I could have included, but I cross out because it's got to be greater than 6. 12 is a factor of 60, so if we multiply 12 up, we'll get to 60, so it could be 12. 18 doesn't work, nor does 24. So I'm just left with 12, 30, and 60. Now, the reason it can't be 60 is because if one of the numbers were 60, then the other number would be the highest common factor. Let's think about it. If I said 12 and 60, then my highest common factor isn't 6, it's 12. If I said 30 and 60, well, my highest common factor isn't 6, it's 30. So I'm just left with 2, and that's my answer, 12 and 30. Now there is perhaps a slightly more elegant solution, which is to sort of work in reverse with your Venn diagrams for highest common factor, lowest common multiple. So we know that this part in here, the overlapping bit, the intersection part, that part there is your highest common factor. And we know that the whole lot, okay, so everything, sort of like the MasterCard symbol, the whole lot, okay, the whole thing is the lowest common multiple. We know the highest common factor is 6. So the prime factors in here have got to be 2 and 3, right? 2 times 3. So I'm kind of just reversing this process. So I've got 6 in here. 2 times 3. My lowest common multiple, well, if that's 60, then it's got to be 6 times by these two factors, whatever goes in here, whatever goes in here. I've got to multiply together to give 10, so that it becomes 10 times by 6, which gives me 60. And the only prime numbers which can multiply together, whole numbers, and prime numbers that multiply together to give 10, are 5 and 2. 10 and 1 doesn't work because 1's not prime. So 2 and 5, and I've done it, okay? Because I can see that this number must be 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12, and this number must be 2 times 3 is 6 times 5 is 30. So those are my answers. That's a bit of reverse working and perhaps a slightly more elegant solution.